So both AMSs, the 1 and the 2, have drying capabilities. The AMS 1, the original, has desiccant packs only, has no active drying like from plugging it in. The AMS 2 actually does have a dryer inside. You plug it in and you can push some buttons and it'll dry your filament up to a certain degree. I don't remember how much. Problem is, you can't dry and print at the same time. If the AMS is in use, you can't dry unless you're using just the desiccant packs which come with it. Until now. Now, the folks at Sunlu recognized the problem and came up with a solution. The 3D printing mate AMS heater connects directly to the top of the original AMS. Now, this is an add-on product for the AMS as it replaces the top cover. Basically, you take the top cover off the AMS, replace it with what's inside this box, plug it in, and now you have an active heater while printing. So, we're going to get this thing out of the box. I'll go over some of the features. We're going to get it on top of an AMS, maybe in another video, and we'll do some prints. Check it out. Now, as I mentioned, this is a product in testing, meaning that there are some features that may change. Maybe not so much the features, but the design of it, the product packaging, etc. So what you see, it may not be what you get, but fundamentally, it's going to be what you see. With some tweaks, obviously. So enough without further ado, let's get it out of the box, see what's inside, and what is ahead of us. Take the packaging out, and here you have the 3D printing mate from Sunlu for the AMS. And as I mentioned, it is basically a top cover for it, for an AMS. We have inside a power cord, because it does get plugged in, so you got to find another outlet. You've got, whoop, sorry Goomba. We've got some hardware. We've got an Allen key with some brackets, it looks like. A quick thank you, basically stating that it's a trial product and that it could change a little bit. And some screws, presumably to get it on top of the AMS. Inside, we've got some protective foam. Clear that out. We all love foam. You have two heater fans, or two fans rather, and a heating unit all inside. You have a top vent, which will actively either exhaust air and heat and, of course, moisture. That's what the word I was looking for. And on the front, damn, I was hoping for a better sound than that. On the front is an LCD screen with, or LED screen rather, with touch buttons to change the temperatures and timing. Now, before I connect it to an AMS, let's just go ahead and plug this thing in and play with it a little bit, see what happens. So we're gonna get this power cord all unwound. We'll find that tomorrow. Plug it into my power on the side of my bench. Start it up and turn it off a good measure and plug it in. Unit's plugged in, unit is off. We're going to go ahead and power it up and take a look at what we have in the front. Now I'm going to go ahead and flip the switch in the back to turn it on the main power of the unit. You'll see it turn on. Then I'm going to go ahead and turn on the display, which will turn on the entire AMS heater as well. As soon as you power it up, you'll start to hear the fans kick on and it will start to dry. You have your point value, so where it is currently, the set value, where it's going to go. You've got presets like PLA, TPU, PETG, etc. You've got the current humidity level in there, the timing as well. Now you can go ahead and change any one of these. For example, you can use the preset. So for PLA it's set. You can go ahead and change it to anything you want, polycarbonate. You have PA, which is nylon, which sets it right to 70 degrees there. ABS, 56 degrees Celsius. TPU, PETG, etc. You can go ahead and change the units as well. If you want to use Celsius or, metric or imperial, you can do that. So if you don't understand the whole Celsius thing, that's fine. You can go ahead and change the actual temperatures too. And as you saw, it goes all the way up to 70 degrees. And obviously you can change this to whatever you need it to be. But 70 is the cap, which is great, which is usually what is needed for things like nylon. You can go ahead and change the time. 4 hours, 5 hours, 3 hours, etc. And again, it goes back to the presets. Once it's done, once you're back there, it'll kind of stop doing that, but it'll automatically start actively drying. As you see, the timer's going, the temperatures are rising, and right now it's not attached to an AMS, but it's just on my bench, heating up this nice piece of wood. But there you go. 70 degrees is going to be the set value. It is currently at 60 degrees, and actively rising and actively drying, nothing, because there's nothing in there. On the back of the unit, there is also a vent, so if you need to vent out that humidity, because sometimes most of these dryers do have venting units. This is a slide, so you can go ahead and either open it or close it, depending on your need. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn the unit off, just go over some of the aesthetics of it, so I don't need to be heating up my bench anymore. As I mentioned a couple of times now, this is a trial product, so there is a lot of things that could change for the exterior. For one, this is an entire wrap. That's all around the top. That's why you see an air bubble right here. Actually, that air bubble went away with this thing heating up. So the air bubble went away. It's a little stretched over here. That's not going to be there for the final product. Again, this is just the trial only, so some things will change. Inside, I mean, it seems fairly set, but I'm no engineer. But the two fans are there. You got the vent here. I mean, it's basically a heater. How much more can you really dive into this? But again, the key item is that this goes on top of an AMS, which we're going to do on the next video. You'll see I'm going to install it on an AMS. We'll get it running. You'll be able to print and heat at the same time. Stay tuned.